The recent passage by Congress of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act include the change in the standard deduction that will affect charitable contributions made starting in 2018. And charities all across the country are eyeing this closely as they try to stay true to their mission. Carol Lee McGrath brings us the story.
At the Boys and Girls Club Family Center on Acorn Street in Springfield, kids let out their energy after school. The Family Center offers preschool, after-school programs, activities for teens, and summer sessions, all in an effort to offer a safe haven for children and support them as they grow. The Boys and Girls Club is a partner of United Way in Springfield and relies on the generosity of donors. But with the passage of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, there are changes on the horizon for charitable giving.
United Way and many nonprofit organizations across the state and really across the country have been thinking a lot about this tax reform and the impact on charitable giving.
Many have touted the tax reform as it lowers corporate tax rates, income tax rates, and nearly doubles the standard deduction for married couples filing jointly from $13,000 to $24,000, and for single filers it jumps to $12,000, up from $6,500. Many heads of nonprofits worry that without the same tax incentive, those who have typically itemized on their tax return won't give at the same level.
It used to be that in Massachusetts around 30% of tax filers would itemize their taxes and therefore could take advantage of that benefit or that incentive.
Ayers says he believes the donors in the higher income brackets will continue to give, but he's not sure what will happen with middle income donors.
A high level of middle income donors, middle class people who have given a lot historically, a significant percentage of their income, but because they won't see benefits in itemizing, they won't itemize, and therefore they're unlikely to give the same amount they did before. And the reason for that, if you can think about it, without that incentive, that gift, depending on their income tax bracket, is going to cost them 15% more, 20% more, 33% more than it did in the past.
According to the Massachusetts Nonprofit Network, doubling the standard deduction could result in only 5% of filers choosing to itemize, which potentially could reduce charitable donations in Massachusetts by $500 million a year. Ayers also worries about the impact that tax reform will have on social services.
These tax changes come with a significant loss of revenue to the federal government. The federal government is simply going to have fewer dollars to work with than it did before undertaking this large tax cut. And so as a result of that, we expect that the amount of funding available for basic needs assistance, for education assistance, for food stamps, for women, infant, and children nutrition program, a lot of these programs are likely to experience cuts and experience cuts on significant levels. The safety net for that has always been private philanthropy. It's been gifts by individuals to organizations like United Way who step in to make sure that that level of support is there. So there's a double whammy that's likely to happen.
Ayers says he's reached out to lawmakers hoping to push for a universal charitable deduction, which was left out of the tax reform bill. Ellen Loix is the Vice President of Philanthropic Services for the Community Foundation of Western Massachusetts.
We give to really any and every type of nonprofit in the area. We serve environmental groups, food pantries, arts organizations, very small groups, all volunteer groups, to larger institutions, hospitals, colleges. So really we try to respond to the needs that are out there.
The Community Foundation organizes Valley Gives, encourages philanthropy, and serves as a resource for charitable activities. Loix says she's taking a wait-and-see attitude, but says the tax changes will force nonprofits to step up their fundraising efforts.
There's also been a little bit of worry among nonprofits about the changes that it will mean to their fundraising, and I think it's, again, we don't know for sure, but I think it's just a great call to action for the organizations to really double down on what we know are tried and true fundraising, effective fundraising strategies.